Hi everyone, Katie Murray. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a great summer so far. We're in the middle of August, if you can believe it. I also want to wish Allison a happy birthday. I cannot believe we're in the middle of August. Today I want to talk about thinking before we react when it comes to decision making. A lot of times people will just boom say yes or no to something without taking the time to really think about what they're replying to. And when you do that, you'll end up regretting what you're replying to. Now, I always talk about my mother and my father. And my mother is the heart in my family. And my father is the one that, is all about grit and determination. And, with me, luckily I have both. So when I have to make a big decision, a lot of times I go to bed at night and it's a restless night's sleep because I'm just tossing and turning and I'm thinking about all the different scenarios and what would happen if I said yes, if I said no, and how would this one person feel, or if I didn't do it, what would be the ramifications, or how would I feel if I did things this way? And a lot of times people will look at it and think, well, geez, you didn't have a good night's sleep. That's terrible. But if you think about it, I'd rather have a restless night's sleep than make a wrong decision. So always take the time to think things through, whether it's not having a good night's sleep and taking that time to think things over, or if it's more than just losing a night's sleep and you need a couple of days. Just don't jump. Always take the time. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the point. Because if you just jump and reply to whatever it is, you're going to end up having a lot of regret. And really take the time to think things through. Okay? And I do see a lot of people out there and they're asking, other people, well, what do you think? I'm writing a book and I'm so nervous because, well, I don't know how my family's going to take it. Or, I showed some family members some things that I was writing, and this person here, they're getting upset. It really shouldn't matter what anyone else thinks, as long as when you first made that decision and you felt that it was the right choice and you came into this with no ill intent and you knew in your heart it was the right decision, then be at peace with it. Okay? Now that's one example, right? That's writing a book, okay, and doing what you felt you need to do. It could be something else completely. It could be going and doing something that, a person wanted you to do. And you have to think to yourself, do I want to do this? Am I going to go to make this person happy? You know, is it going to be making me miserable though, just to make them happy? Am I being authentic? Really take time and think things through. Am I going to be happy in the end? How is it going to, go through and think all the scenarios. And the other thing is, there's always room in life for things to change. People always change. Remember that. Nothing stays the same, hopefully, right? We always are going to be changing. We change, right? Things around us change. So don't just feel like today is how it's going to be tomorrow, next week, next month. Always be willing to dip your toe back in. Okay, so how you're feeling right now might not be how you feel next month or next year. So be willing to give it a go, give it a try again. Okay, so if you're maybe timid to put your book out right now and you thought, ugh, it's just, I'm not willing to do it right now. How about a year from now? And go back, in a year and see how it is then. And test out the waters and see how your family feels and ask them and let them know, what your intentions were and talk with them. All right. And The other example, let's say you were asked to go somewhere and back then you didn't want to go. Maybe a year later, maybe a month later, you'll change. Whatever reason it was that you didn't want to go, maybe you'll want to go then. Okay, but always remember, things change, people change, your views change. Okay, but never just cling on to, nope, this is how it's going to be, and that's it, do or die, you know what I mean? But always feel that when you make your choice, be confident in it. Be confident in your decision and be strong. And realize that you're not going to be making everybody around you happy. It's just not going to be. So be willing to stand firm and be confident in who you are. And know that it's tough. It's tough being strong, and it's tough to say, this is how it's going to be. This is who I am, and know that, you're going to take some hits. So like I said, if you put your book out and you felt good about it, know that, yeah, Sally, Dick, and Joe might come at you and say, why did you do that? I didn't like it. Oh, well, if you wanted to do it, then you have to stand firm, and you're going to have to be willing to take those hits. If there was a gathering and you decided that you didn't want to go, know that there's going to be some people that are upset, and they're going to want to know why you're not going. And you don't always have to answer either. That's up to you. You can either answer or not. And you also can answer, but it can also get to a point where you're just, okay, I'm done answering, But like I said, be strong, right? And you make sure that you stick by your choice. Don't all of a sudden then get weak and wishy-washy. Once you do make that decision, once you pull that trigger, you stand firm. We're not weak. We're not weak people, okay? And you can do it. But like I said, take the time. That's why you're taking the time to really think things through. Because like I said, if you leap before you make the decision, then that's when it's not good. But as long as you take the time and you think things through, then you shouldn't have any guilt at all. All right? So, all right. That's what I want to talk about today. And I hope everyone's doing well. And until next Wednesday, what are we going to do? We're going to spread lots of seeds of what? Joy and happiness all around. So it takes off like what? Like wildflowers. All right, I'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye-bye.